Are you in systems engineering and you have to interact with management a lot? Well, here are some tips of interacting with leadership, management, senior management, even executive leadership. And what you're going to learn here is a series of things to not say to management. Now, in general, there are three things we should, as systems engineers who are really going places, should avoid. One is complaining without having some real solutions. No one likes it when someone comes in and just complains about things that the given manager can't change anyhow. I was struggling with a administrative matter, and things had changed in the last year. This had meant that there wasn't funding for certain endeavors, which there was in the past, but that came down from corporate. So I shared my opinion, I made inquiries, but once they said, hey, it's out of my hands, then I let it go. Okay, and then they could relate. The second is don't necessarily waltz in and ask for more salary just right up front. How I would do that is I would say, hey, how can I add more value? Like, are there some other things I could pick up? And then say, hey, if I successfully do all these things along with my day job, will that make me eligible for the next level, eligible for promotion? Okay, if we lead with what value we're going to bring, then it's easier to have that conversation of maybe it's not salary, but maybe getting promoted or moving to a higher salary band. But I would first lead with, just questions on how to contribute more to the mission. My experience has been if we do that, then the salary will follow. And if we're in a place that doesn't, and there are a lot of YouTubers out there who share this opinion, then maybe we need to pivot and find different employment. But in general, more work in the right direction will equal more pay, but we need to have that conversation first. So the third thing is we should not go in and confess other people's sins. So we should not go in there and gossip and say, hey, so-and-so's having a problem with this. The way I would approach that if I was really having trouble would be if let's say I was having trouble with William, making up a name. I might say, hey, I need to engage with William on this. This is to my manager. Okay, how would you recommend engaging? I'm trying to have dialogue, but I keep tripping over my feet, or it's not resonating. Can you give me some tips on how to start? Or maybe ask for a training of soft skills or influencer skills. Crucial Conversations, those authors offer an influencer class. It used to be Vital Smarts, now it's Crucial Learning. You can ask for training and then you get skills that way. But don't just come in and say, hey, William's being a pain, I need you to talk to him about X. Okay, the first thing as a manager I'd think is, all right, well, you need to talk to him about X. If he refuses, then come to me. Now, if it's something criminal, if it's patent harassment, then you need to go to the manager and say, hey, I think we have an administrative situation. He made these comments and there was what might be inappropriate behavior. Can we dialogue? But in general, if you're dealing with management, please don't just waltz in and complain without some solutions. Two, when you're asking for a raise, do it in a way that adds value first, and then ask, hey, would this be appropriate to move to the next level? And then third, don't waltz in and gossip because that makes us look bad. And you can go in and ask, hey, for advice on how to handle a situation. That's okay. But you can't just go in and badmouth people because then that looks poor. And it can't be a backhanded badmouth thing. So like, for instance, you can't ask for training, or I recommend not asking for training about, hey, I need to do with William because, he's always late and he's this and he doesn't tell the truth the whole time. Can you advise me on how to handle that situation? Okay, well, that's coming in and badmouthing. If it's truly an accountability problem, maybe you can ask for, hey, I'm struggling with William's time, and I've already talked to him, and he doesn't want to dialogue. Okay, that I'd feel okay going to my manager about. But if you're going to management, we need to go with respect. We need to understand they have lives, they have day jobs, and their pressures are more than usually ours are at the individual contributor level. So use those tips, and management will see you as an ally. You'll be picked perhaps, or at least be in consideration for key projects, because management will be able to trust us to handle our business and not just waste our time with with bogus time wasters. Excuse me. Message below. Comment what you think. What are your experiences? If you are in management, let me know if I got it right or if I'm missing something. So comment below and let me know what you think.